Hey guys, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, so if you knew me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Dawn Chorus Torulf's Path. Oh yeah, where we left off last time, we were joining Mikko, and I believe this is the common room. I could be getting that wrong. After running into Bjorn in the shower briefly, I wanted to take an alternate route and see if I would come across, you know, Mr. Handsome, Mr. Tall, Striped, and Handsome. Probably am. If I'm right, this will be the part where Mikko starts playing his music, and this is where Torulf shows up again. So, let's jump right back into it, shall we, guys? Alright. I haven't seen one in a long time. Remember the one we had at our school? Oh, yeah. This one looks better for sure. There wasn't anything wrong with that one. It was just old. Still, it was so much fun. I sit down on the sofa, feeling somewhat awkward standing in the middle of the room. I was always pretty bad at playing piano, so I don't really share the sentiment. Oh, but I remember staying with you after classes and listening to you play. It brings back some memories, doesn't it? It does indeed. Why did you stop playing? Rune and Bjorn suddenly emerged from the corridor, walking alongside each other. Bjorn holds some book in his paw, but from here I can't read the title. Mikko. And Carvin. Hello. Hi, Rune. Sorry. Hi, Rune. Hey, Bjorn. I had no idea you could play piano too, Mikko. Knowing your way around the keyboard helps a lot with composing. I actually started with the piano and switched to electronic instruments later. We heard someone playing the piano in here and came to listen. I hope you don't mind an audience. I don't, although don't expect too much from me. I haven't played a real acoustic thing in a long time. Rune walks into the room and sits down on an armchair. Bjorn, however, walks up to me and points at the spot next to me on the sofa. You don't mind if I sit here? You don't mind if I sit here? No, don't worry. Bounce. He sits down heavily next to me and leans forward with his elbows on his knees, resting his chin on his paws. I can hear the wooden construction of the sofa creak under our combined weight. So would you like me to play something? Sure. Maybe this one? Mikko turns towards the piano and lifts both his canine paws, wiggling his fingers for a moment before putting them down on the keyboard. Everyone goes silent in an instant, leaving only the crackling from the fireplace resounding in the room. Mikko begins playing the piece, soft piano notes reverberating around the room. He strokes the keys gently, but with confidence. The three of us sit in silence, not wanting to distract him, but also enchanted by the music. I don't think he would notice anything anyway, completely engrossed in playing. There's a genuine smile on his muzzle, and he closes his eyes from time to time, his tail swaying from side to side with the rhythm of the piece. It's like he's playing with his whole body, not just his paws. The piece he is playing is delicate and calm, like a meadow brushed by a gentle autumn breeze. It makes me feel like I'm floating above the ground, or being carried away by a gentle stream. It's touching something deep within me that I haven't felt for a long time. His paws move elegantly in wide sweeps across the keys. It takes some time and effort, and he has to slow down in some parts, but from the look on his snout, it's clear that he's having a lot of fun. He looks really happy when he plays. Yeah, I remember that from the times we were in middle school together. The only times when he looked genuinely happy was when he was playing an instrument. Right now, in his smile, I can see the boy he was back then, getting lost in music and forgetting about the world around him. Suddenly I hear steps somewhere behind me. Turning around, I see Torulf entering the room, holding a banana in his paw. He raises his other paw to greet us, but doesn't say anything. Instead, he walks up to a free armchair and sits down quietly, listening to Mikko playing. His steps feel deliberate and balanced. I hadn't noticed it before, but he walks in a really elegant way. Yeah, he's a feline. Meanwhile, Mikko finishes playing the piece. That was really nice, Mikko. Mikko turns towards him, surprised. Hi, did we meet before? I believe not. Lake mentioned you in a conversation, though. I know you're Carvin's friend. My name is Torulf. It's a pleasure to meet you. A pleasure for me as well. That was something, Mikko. Aw, thanks. Even if you're saying that only out of courtesy, I can't help but envy him. I myself struggled with playing anything on piano, and there wasn't any fun in it for me. When I was listening to him play, I always felt inadequate. He started a bit earlier than me, and that was enough to discourage me. Miko used to tell me that I just lacked the resolve to push through the first phase when playing anything in a... I'm sorry, let me restart that. Miko used to tell me that I just lacked the resolve to push through the first phase, and playing anything is a huge effort, but for me it seemed like I would never get out of this phase. The truth is, I never applied myself, while Miko kept practicing and practicing. Now he's better than I will ever be. No, that was really great. Where did you learn to play like that? Well, we had music lessons in school, like everyone in Finland. We were playing mostly stringed and wind instruments, but we had the basics of piano. I spent a lot of time playing piano by myself, too, though. Oh, does it mean that you can play too, Carvin? Not really. I had music lessons as well, but I was never good at it. Maybe you remember something from them, though. Maybe a few melodies, that's all. Would you like to play too? Oh, I don't know. I haven't played in a long time, and I was never good to begin with. Aw, come on. I'm sure you're better than you think. We won't make fun of you. Don't worry. He has worry written all over his face. I don't know if it's a good idea, Rune. I'll play. I might try. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's always so hard for me to refuse when others ask me politely. The excited look on Rune's face for sure played a big role here. I wouldn't want to let him down, even though I know in the end I inevitably will. Miko stands up from the piano and moves on to the closest armchair. I reluctantly walk over and sit down in front of the instrument. Resting my paws on the keyboard, I notice they're shaking. What should I even play? I try to think of any track I was ever learning. There is one that was fairly easy to play, and I think I remember it. I play the scale in which I think the track was composed, just to make sure that I remember it correctly. I don't know why among all the ones that I've tried to learn, this one stuck with me. I haven't listened to it in a long while. Okay, I don't really know what I'm waiting for. Not without some hesitation. I play the first note of the track, and then the rest of the chord. The weight of the keys feels surprisingly familiar. The chord sounds nice and sweet. I forgot how nice it feels to play. I still feel everyone's eyes on my back, though. Okay, focus. I just need to go through the piece and not make any obvious mistakes. Desynchronizing left and right paw is just as hard as I remember. People often don't realize that and think that playing slow piano pieces is easy, but that's definitely not true. I feel like I'm writing an exam I forgot to study for. Okay, that's all I remember. I turn around to face the rest and see them all looking straight at me. See, that wasn't bad. Yeah, sure. Carvin? Hey, I really mean it. Cheer. Hey guys, sorry about that. It looks like we got, disconnected. I don't know what happened. That was weird. I think my Norton pop-up caused the, recording to stop. But anyway, alright, we'll pick right back up. Okay, so, Carvin, hey. I really mean it. Cheer up. You look like you're gonna cry. That was cool, Carvin. Really, you gave me chills. I really love Digcraft music. I'm glad you played that one. Bjorn. Miko gives him a disappointed look and shakes his head. Okay, that's quite funny. Ooh, what's wrong? That's not Digcraft music. That's a masterpiece from 19th century. Oh. Not gonna lie, I was sure that was Norway from the Digcraft soundtrack. I haven't played that game in quite a while now, though. I always loved the music from it. It evokes so many memories now. I'm glad to see the time I spent teaching you did not go to waste, though, Carvin. Oh, right. That's why this piece stuck with me. It was the one Miko himself taught me. Frankly, I surprised even myself. Although that wasn't the best performance of this piece, to put it lightly. And it's not like I remembered much of it anyway. For someone who didn't play for a long time, that's really impressive, Carvin. You're really kind, all of you. I stand up from the piano and walk back to the sofa. My legs feel all wobbly under me, but I try to look calm and composed. I can't help but let out a big sigh of relief when I sit back down, leaning forward and hiding my snout in my open paws. Rune gets up and walks up to me, patting me on my back reassuringly. You did well, Carvin. Don't worry. I don't know a thing about piano, but I could teach you some basics of the guitar later, if you'd like. Actually, I wonder how does piano relate to guitar, if knowing how to play one helps with the other. Miko, can you play guitar too? Just what I learned at primary school. It was so long ago that there's no point in even mentioning it. I remember one song. That was an easy one, by Neutral Minnow Hotel. Oh yeah, of course. You mean in the Asteroplane over the sea? That one, exactly, yeah. It's a classic. I don't think I've ever heard of it. It's not the kind of music you look for. It's the music that finds you. Anyway, you won't be able to help me much then. I'm afraid not. Unless you want me to teach you to play some piano. Maybe someday. I have a bit too much on my paws lately. But thanks for the offer anyway. Would you mind playing some more, Miko? I don't remember the last time I heard someone play piano live. I don't think I've ever attended any piano concert. It feels different than listening to recordings. I can't really say what it is exactly, but it just feels so much more alive and magical. I know a few more pieces. And we have time. And as soon as he says that, my time runs out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell till the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!